54 months. That's Shadkin number 6.
Man, I am looking for an artist. You guys remember yesterday? Was it yesterday? We talked about okay, don't say only 10 miles like hiking 10 miles is. Anyway, redoing our emotes, and I found a couple artists, but the problem is that all these artists are like booked till August or something. I don't know. There's a shortage of Twitch, like, because I'm looking for a specific style, or a somewhat specific style. But yeah, everyone I've came across so far is like, yeah, I'm commissions are open. I can't get to you till fucking May of next year. Moon? No, Moon is a fantastic artist, and Moon does what he does great. But Moon typically does not do the cutesy style. He has his own style. And I'm not looking for like the most cutesy ever, but I am looking for relatively cutesy. Which is not something I'm gonna ask Moon to do. So I kind of be looking. If you want examples of emotes Moon made like T-Shot Go and T-Shot Giga Chowd. Those are Moon emotes. Those are certified Moon emotes. You do 50-mile hikes? Does it not take days? Oh yeah, Walt, I saw you got the rocket booster box. Are you talking about like an OG rocket booster box or like a new one? You're talking about an OG one. That's some fucking money. How did you get a hold of that? Over a week? Oh no, brother. Oh no, brother was Moon. And then he resized them for me, and I literally forgot to go back and put the resized ones in. But oh no, brother was Moon also. I'm already not a huge fan of this playlist. They just put back-to-back National Park remixes side by side. I haven't tried to download Mark Leo since. I sent you that message before I went to bed, and I haven't turned on my PlayStation since I woke up. Giga Chowd is incredible. What's that shit? Yeah, I'm only because I got a big fucking tub. I got a huge fucking tub of the cookies and cream, so it's probably just gonna be that unless I get sick of it and order another one to bounce back and forth on. And then, like I said, I have a peanut butter one, but it's less protein, so I probably am not gonna use that one as much. And it also doesn't taste as good. It's fine. I mean, I'm going to go back and download more shit in TNT. It's not like you're, you know, we'll get it figured out, but I just haven't looked since. Hey, what up, Bigo? Highly recommend My Protein Clear Protein. It tastes like juice. Do you mix it with water? Or does it just come like pre-mixed? Does it just come as a drink? What up, Grey Wolf? I'm not looking at that just to have something different. What style of emote are you looking for? It's more cutesy. Not necessarily like you know, like super adorable or whatever, but it's just more standard. You know what? It's not even cutesy. I want as closely accurate as you can be to a Chow. That's what I'm looking for. I literally want as closely accurate as you can be to like just what a Chow looks like. That's what I'm looking for. Because even the Chow emotes I have that other people have made, they've done great jobs on them. They've given me exactly what I wanted. But that's not a to the T Chow style. You know what I mean? I think the closest one we have is Nodders from BB. But that's still not what I'm looking for exactly. For a 30-year-old, you're 140 pounds? Are you like 5'5"? Even then. You're 140 pounds at 5'9"? Good God. Should this style work? I can't even see what that is, Big O. By looking at it. I found a couple people I like. It's just one of them I mentioned. Or one of them, the first one I saw said that their commissions would take at least 3 weeks. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's forever. And then the second person I found said, yeah, my commissions are open. I can squeeze you in August. And it's like, never mind. I'm 5'9"ish at around 140 pounds. I hate it. I'm not trying to take away from the accomplishment of being able to do 50 push-ups, because 50 push-ups is impressive. I think I can do 40 or 50, but again, not to take away from you, but you're pushing up 140 pounds. You're 5'10" and 200 pounds and don't eat enough? Well, I guess your name's... Are you just ripped, Nolax? Is that it? Are you literally just, like, living the name, or you just jacked? And you're just trying to gain weight? What up, Bustle? What up, Allegedly? This last weekend, I threw my diet all off, but I came back, and I'm already back under 180 pounds again, so I'm feeling pretty okay with what I'm doing. I'm trying to get down to 170. I want to see what 170 looks like. Don't need enough protein. Trying to do a powerlifting meet. Oh shit! I see you. I see you. I don't realize how hard getting protein was until I started reading on it. They say you're supposed to have a gram of protein for supposed to have a gram of protein for whatever your weight is per day. That's nuts. 180. Well, 179 now. How tall are you? I'm like 6'1"ish. 6'1". I don't think I'm over 6'1" by much, if I am. Hey, what up, BTM?
180. Denanderiura heavyweightina e W terms.
I would still probably be in the top 20% of big guys. If I walked on at 180 pounds right now, at 6'1", if I walked into AEW, I would still be in like the top 20% of big guys in AEW. I'm 6 foot, about 185, still trying to lose a little bit. Yeah, Grey Wolf, we're about in the same boat then. I'm trying to get down to like somewhere between 10 and 15% body fat. I think that's kind of what I'm shooting for now. I think it's less the weight on, like, how much weight is on my body. And I think it's more trying to get a... I think it's... Oh my god, and Big O, put me in those boots that raise you 2 inches, make me 6'3". Nah, it's fucking AEW roster's cooked. Anyway. Sorry, I got distracted by this song. It's louder than the other. I literally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I'm trying to. I don't really care about what the scale says as much. Like I'm trying to get to 170 because I think that's what I need to get where I'm trying to get. But I'm trying to get to what looks like a 10 to 15% body fat range. I think that would be kind of nice. Why did Cody go back to WWE? Cody, they gave Cody a bunch of creative freedom in AEW, and they didn't want to give it to him anymore. When it came time to renegotiate his contract, he wanted a bunch of money and to keep creative freedom, from what I understand. And they were like, well, we've given you creative freedom, and he kind of shit the bed with it, because he had like fucked up what he was doing over there. He said, I'm not allowed to be champ, and he tried to go with this John Cena when John Cena was good, but everybody booed him persona thing, from what I get. And it just didn't work out. It kind of ejected him, so they said, we don't want to give you that money, and you kind of already shit the bed with everything. And then he said, fuck it, WWE will pay me, and they did. And now he's instantly one of the biggest stars in WWE, so. Worked out well for everyone, I think. Did he leave the company he technically started? He helped found it, but like he never really had ownership of it, right? It's Tony Khan's dad's money, right? Tony Khan's dad's money funneled through Tony Khan. Five foot 11, 250, trying to get my weight down, but I don't want to work out. If you don't want to work out, it's just fucking, you're just not going to eat a lot. Like that's, you know what I mean? If you can get access to like a treadmill or just go for walks, I don't know if you consider that working out or not. That helps a bunch, but it's just gonna boil down to not eating a lot. You know, I have a lot of days where, so like my meal right now is, I have one of these, right as I start stream, so that way I know I'm good through stream. When stream is over, I make this pumpkin oatmeal recipe I've been doing. All right, have fun, Omni. I make this pumpkin oatmeal recipe I've been doing. And then before bed, I will either have a little bit more of a regular meal, or I'll have another one of these. And that's my day. That's my day. That's the problem, though, is that if you don't want to work out, or if you don't want to go on walks or whatever, like, you're not going to burn any calories, like an excess amount of calories, so you're just going to have to eat not very much. Also important to note, especially if you ate a little bit more than you were supposed to the day before, you can absolutely go a full day or even two without eating. You can have a fasting stint where you only drink water for a day and a half, you know. If you know you ate before bed, you wake up, you're not hungry, just be like, how long can I ride this out? And then if you can go the whole day without eating, and then wake up the next day and don't eat an insane amount of food, just eat a normal amount, then you've just, you know. What up, man?
So Tony was creaming himself on national TV when he announced that Japan Crossover Premium Live event is having soon. It was embarrassing. The owner of New Japan came out in a suit and tie, and Tony looked haggard.
Big thank you for the 100 bits again. I didn't see that, but I know just like from interviews and screenshots and shit, Tony kind of always looks like a goon. I don't know. The dude kind of always looks like a goober when he's out there. Did his bits get written? Oh my god, Takeshii, that's so racist. That's an Italian accent. That's a premium Italian accent. And I think he also will say some words in Italian. Yeah, I don't actually think you're racist. That was a joke. So we're abundantly clear on that. Dude, I was kidding. But it was an Italian accent. We got the T-shot fucking, we got the T-shot pizza. Where's T-shot the pizza when we need it? I eat one meal, it's about 850 calories, and I walk 3 miles a day. I just snack a lot. Yeah, grazing will fuck you up. Depending on how much time you have or how much you're willing to meal prep, another strategy I saw for losing weight, oddly enough, was to eat 5 meals a day. And it sounds weird, but when you break it down, the guy was like, you wake up, you have one meal at like, depends on when you start your day, like 8 a.m. You have another meal at 10:30, and then every 2.5 hours you eat again. And then the last time you eat is like 8 p.m. before bed. But he's like, what that does is it conditions you to get used to eating smaller meals and knowing that you eat until you're not hungry, you don't eat until you're full. Because if you eat until you're full, you're not going to be hungry for the next meal. And then you do that for like a week or 2 weeks or whatever, you get used to eating smaller meals. And then you slowly, and then you can pull those meals away if you want to. Like some of the middle ones, you can pull those away, and then you're used to eating less. The Mediterranean, I don't know. The guy I heard it from did not describe it as Mediterranean. That doesn't mean it wasn't. Going back to binging AOT. Do your thing, Grey Wolf. I think you should take fasting salts if you fast for more than a day. I think your gut gets damaged with more acidity. I didn't realize that was a thing. I didn't realize that was a thing at all. But I've never really fasted for more than a day. That's just some days if I'm really feeling it, I'm like, you know what? Nothing. I'm not gonna lie though, the AEW New Japan crossover is badass. Did he buy? He didn't buy TNA. They bought ROH, didn't they? Does AEW own ROH? That's a thing, right? He pulled a Vince McMahon. He came in, put him out of business, and then bought him. Hi guys, I have food poisoning. Hi, food poisoning. Sorry, that joke doesn't work here. Hope it gets you feeling better. I've only had one instance of food poisoning in recent memory, and I felt like dog shit for 2.5 or 3 hours, and then I threw up and felt fine. I was just really tired because I just spent the last 3 hours feeling like dog shit. Tony was supposed to announce it and he couldn't? Is that real? Do I have to go back and watch this? I feel like I would have heard about this if he had actually had a meltdown. When Vince bought WCW, did Stone Cold come out and announce it? No, technically Shane McMahon did. Technically Vince came out to announce it. Technically, Vince came out to announce it, and then Shane McMahon went, actually, it says McMahon on it, but it says Shane McMahon on it. And Shane bought. I don't know. AEW is a very interesting nugget. And let's just say hypothetically, I don't want this to happen necessarily, but let's just say hypothetically, if AEW were to go under in the next 5 years or so, if AEW were to go under in the next 5 years, you would wonder if they ultimately ended up doing more harm than good. Because it's weird, they have an unlimited supply of money as long as Tony's dad's down to keep funding it. But if he's ever not, and AEW falls, what did AEW accomplish, right? They essentially, because they didn't kill WWE, you know what I mean? WWE's still fine, WWE's still doing their thing, WWE's still making a shit ton of money. They would have essentially, they took viewership and stars to an extent, not that badly, but from New Japan. They tanked TNA. They, just by beating them in the wrestling game, they tanked ROH and then bought them, so ROH would also fall under. You know what I mean? Like, how much, like, They were the strongest tier 2. This is the problem with AEW, is that while AEW like competes, I use that word very loosely, with WWE, AEW is really competing with that tier 2 wrestling era, that like upper indies, or like, or you know, like they might not be an independent promotion, but you're never gonna get anywhere near WWE. What's a better way to put this? It's almost like WWE is like the only Major League Baseball team, okay? And then AAA is better than AA, right? But then there's a bunch of like AA, AAA teams that are struggling to keep their heads above water, but stay in the AA, AAA area. AEW showed up and became like king of the AAAs. Just like showed up and just dominated AAA baseball essentially, and just flattened all these other teams. And it's like, they can't realistically go up and compete in the majors. But what they've done is they've taken players and they put in some of these teams out of business, and they bought out some of these, and they flatlined the middle area. They're the biggest threat to ever coming up to the majors, but they can't really do it. So all they've done is they've cleaned up the double and triple A area.
That Vince was right and what they was good doesn't work on a national level.
Will do more damage. That's if they go under in the next 5 years, it does more damage. Currently, as it sits, it is very good that wrestlers, like high-end wrestlers who deserve better pay and deserve TV time and shit like that, have somewhere to go if WWE doesn't work out. It's not immediately like, well, maybe I can do New Japan for a while, and then I have to scrape by on the indies until WWE wants me again. That's not it. Now you have a place to go. You can go to AEW. You might not be on TV very much. They may misuse you as they've done a lot of wrestlers and shit like that. But you have another place to go that does have money and can get you on television, you know, and keep you more relevant, which is a very good thing, which is why I hope AEW sticks around. But hypothetically, if they do fall under in the next 5 years or so, they really mostly serve to damage that middle area wrestling. Do more damage because the one thing people hate that Vince was right and they all thought was good doesn't work on national TV. I did like they made another place wrestlers can work. Used to be WWE Boston. Hey, Money, who are you talking to, man? I don't know if you were here 1 minute ago, but I literally just said I'm looking forward to New Japan AEW shit. I thought that was good. How does AEW get to the level of WWE? You have to stop, in my opinion, and I also think in the opinion of Eric Bischoff, you know, known guy around wrestling. You have to stop making matches and writing your card up so Dave Meltzer will like it. If you do everything, like if all your decisions are based on will Dave Meltzer and his fucking crew of neckbeard 40-year-old somethings, 40-year-old white dudes, if you model everything around their approval and not around what'll get you the most viewers and do the best, then it'll never work out. It's literally never gonna work out. Also, yeah, and this is more like an old school mentality. So maybe that's just me. Maybe that idea is leaving. Maybe that idea has been gone and I'm out of touch. But the whole point of wrestling when it originally started, right? This even dates back to when people thought it was real, like when it was a well-kept secret that it was scripted. Death Bells, think of the host. You wanted the guys to be big and strong because you wanted it to look like they could do shit that a regular guy couldn't, right? Like these are fucking men that are fucking duking it out. And if I got in the ring with that guy, he would absolutely kick my ass because he's trained and I'm not, and he's big and he's tough and I'm not that big or tough. That's the old school mentality of like how it sits. And I'm not saying there's not a place for cruiserweights or lucha or things like that. There absolutely is. But for most of your roster to just be guys, and most of them not even like average height guys, but like smaller than average guys, is a little weird. We talked about this earlier, but me, standing 6'6'1", even with me being down to under 180 pounds, if I walked into the AEW locker room right now, I would be like a top 20% big guy. I'd be in the top 20% of their larger athletes. You know? Like, imagine, like, you can't take, like imagine Bobby Lashley, for whatever reason, left WWE and went to AEW. Who is fighting Bobby Lashley? Hobbs, maybe? But it's like, you can't put Bobby Lashley in the ring with Adam Cole. Or fucking Dash Wilder or any of those guys, because Bobby Lashley, like, when you see it, should just completely eat these dudes alive. What up, Gerard? I don't know. Penny Money talked some shit, and then I asked him who he was talking to, and he left.
One of the biggest reasons why Rey Mysterio is so successful is if you looked at the WWE roster at the time he came in, he was the smallest guy that
Cruiserweight
flips and not watching on live TV.
Cruiserweight and flips and all that stuff is fantastic, and I think it has a place for sure. And obviously Rey was one of, if not the best to ever do it, right? You know, almost unarguably. But Rey didn't just work because the WWE roster was huge. He could work with more average-sized guys. It's just, to me, it's very difficult to sell me on a below-average-sized guy who isn't a high flyer, isn't like the most athletic guy in the room, isn't the dirtiest player in the game. Ric Flair was still bigger than, you know, most, but Ric Flair got by on, you know, at least he was doing fucking dirty shit. He had something. How are you supposed to be a below average sized guy who just goes out there and out wrestles people who are not even the most technical? Because Chris Benoit was good at it, right? People don't like to bring that up, but like Chris Benoit was one of the few guys who pulled that off really well. Despite being not the biggest, he was just a big fucking ass kicker. You know what I mean? But you have a lot of guys sitting on a lot of indie rosters or AEW or whatever, and they're not any of those things. And it's just like, I don't get how you make that work and make that, you know, look decent. Must have been. I was at Shane O'Mac did an elbow off the Titantron. Holy shit. 2001? Oh, he's done a couple since then. I don't know. We're too derailed on wrestling. It's Pokemon Day, chat. Pokemon Day, we're doing Light Platinum. Y'all know me, it's really easy to get me off on wrestling tangents. I love talking about wrestling, but it alienates the rest of the people who aren't here for wrestling, and then I kick over to Pokemon. So here's what happens from a streamer perspective, right? All the Pokemon people show up, because I make my title and go live notification, it's Pokemon Day. And then I shoot the shit and talk about wrestling for the first 45 minutes of stream, and all the Pokemon people leave, and all the wrestling people are here. And then I actually start playing Pokemon, and all the Pokemon people are gone, and then all the wrestling people leave, and then no one's left watching the stream. Because I ran off Pokemon people talking about wrestling, and then I ran off wrestling people when I started playing Pokemon. We're going to be able to have these wrestling talks a lot more on strats. We're going to be able to have these wrestling talks a lot more when TNT comes back. When TNT comes back into play. These wrestling talks, we'll be able to do this for like an hour before if we want to. And then we'll just roll right into wrestling stuff, so everyone will be big chilling. WWE Wednesdays. Technically, it'd be Tuesday Night Thunder. Technically, we've always kind of done Tuesday Night Thunder, but it never actually falls on a Tuesday, so it's fine. I'm gonna make a Pokemon ROM with wrestlers. That would be funny. You could even have evolution lines. You know what should be like the Magikarp Gyarados? You should have Gilbert and he evolves into Goldberg. You have Gilbert, you get Gilbert up to level 25, 30, Gilbert evolves into Goldberg. It fell on a Tuesday at least 4 times. Over, you know, the 6 or 7 years we've been doing this. 5 or 6 years. I think it'd be more accurate. If I didn't do Tuesday Night Thunder with WWE 2K14, that would have started with 15 or 16. 2K14, WWE 2K14, I played through the story mode, and that's what got me Twitch partnership. Remember that. But we didn't do TNT that year. It would have been 2K15 or 16. Four times in like 6 years sounds reasonable. Well, to be fair, it also TNT usually lasts like 3 months maximum, because then it gets too overwhelming and there's too much work for me to do, and I scrap it because I don't have time to do anything else unless I'm working on it. Listen, oh my! It was the one where it was the first one where they gave you a hub world for the My Player mode. You'd queue up for the My Player mode, but they wanted you to take your My Player online so badly to play Mike Park, they made a fucking hub world where you had to run around to like the sneaker store, and then over to the arena to play your games and shit. I think it was the one after Frequency Vibrations, but I didn't get that far into it because I fucking hated it. I want to find out how to get a. I need to get a hold of something like WWE 2K11 or 2K13 even. I think, or no, it was 12. 2K12. I want to get a hold of WWE 2K11 or 2K12 because I played the shit out of 2K12, but I always heard 11 was better. If I get that working on PC, or even if I could, you know, hypothetically, if I had an Xbox, but I don't, but if I get like Xbox Game Pass to get 2K12 to work, I would redo that, because those, my career modes were real my career modes, and they kicked ass. I would do that shit in a heartbeat. Those were so fun. Because even like the drills to level up your stats, you could cheese them. I think that was my favorite part, is you could just... You do the drill, and the drill was really easy to do, and you'd get one of 3 different attributes, and if you got a bad one, you just re-roll. You to talk about re-rolling, we could, if I get Madden 06 to work, I think Madden 06 actually was available on PC at some point. If I get Madden 06 to work, Madden 06 was Reroll City, because when you made your player in Madden 06, the game randomly picked a dad and a mom for you, and your dad and mom were like randomized. So you could have like, your dad could be like low IQ, like his IQ stat, which was different than, they weren't necessarily related, but like his IQ stat would be like low, like lower 60 IQ, lower 60 point IQ, and then his job was like custodian, trash man, something like that. And then your mom had different stats too. But you could re-roll your parents until you got ones you liked. So everyone just sits there and re-rolls, because you want your dad to be a Hall of Famer in the position that you want to play. So like if you wanted to be a halfback and your dad was a Hall of Fame quarterback, it wouldn't transfer over that well. You had to sit there and wait till both your parents had an IQ of like 120 plus. Your dad was a former Hall of Famer running back if you wanted to be a running back. And then your mom, again, IQ of 120 plus, and she was like an Olympic gold medalist in something. Just an elite fucking, or like an elite sports analysis or some shit. Like you had to keep re-rolling until you got the parents you wanted. I would do that on stream. That'd be fun as fuck. We'd spend the first 2 hours just re-rolling until we got the perfect parents, and then we'd go into Madden 06 and be a monster. I made a gigantic quarterback and linebacker and made the Browns win by 100 points every game. Man, old school Maddens were so fun. Old school Maddens were so fun. Had no six supporting you, Jen. They did go a little crazy with that. And it's such a weird situation, because at that point, if you can re-roll forever, why couldn't you just pick your parents? People would just sit there and re-roll, and then you either give up or you press on with the will of God until you get perfect parents. One had Steve-O in it? Was that 07? I don't think so. I played the shit out of 07. I don't remember Steve-O. Hey, what up, Spader? Chat, I'm going to do something, okay? I'm going to do something real quick. And I'm just going to say this because attention will get brought to it. Let me look at something.
I can definitely,
Doesn't make any sense. I don't know this for sure, so keep in mind. This is just me guessing. I'm not directly saying something or something, you know, something has or has not happened. All right? You know what? We'll wait it out. We'll wait it out. See you guys later. Wait a see, what happened? Oh, my playlist reset. When did that happen? Oh no, it's just a song, the same song that was in the first mix. Wait, didn't you refollow me on something the other day? Was it Twitter or Twitch? That was Twitter. I'm not mad. I was just asking. I made a mental note. I was gonna give you shit for it. A music station? It's not a station, it's a playlist. It's just called Johto Pokemon Lo-Fi Mix 2. I was making a tweet. I can't believe it wasn't even noticed. Can I ask why I got unfollowed? Wait. Glad it was Twitter since there's any follower stats for that. I see you. Nice tweet, thanks. Fat thumbing? I just assumed it was like I was tweeting spoilers about something that you didn't want. That happens all the time. You watch the draft or just follow who the Chiefs pick? I will let Ham fill me in on everything I need to know. Ham or my brother? I will probably not be live watching it because I don't know enough about Is it 10%? No. It's a sea silver. To be honest, I don't love it. What fucking... Where? Oh, hold on. Ho ho, hold the phone. There we go. Okay. Wait, this isn't the right one. We're getting there. Oh, I used this overlay to do a thing earlier. That's what that is. The fuck? Whew, got it. All right. Sorry, I was really confused by the last thing I did, but I think I used that for like a tier list video or something. What are we playing tonight? It is Pokemon Day. We're doing a little live platinum. Getting quiet to you? Game feels quiet to me. We can fix that.